Hello, welcome to my weekly video. Today I am going to show you how to make one of the cards that I've been sharing over the last few days that I made on Saturday during the demonstrator event, Creativity Now. And so I thought I'd show you how I made this card. And I know I'm going to do this card, and I will likely do this card too over the next few weeks. Not right away, but I'll be sharing those too. And in fact, maybe this card I could do as a stamp along with me in the future. Yeah. So before I get started with the card, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you know somebody else that would like this, hit the share button. I'm also posting this on YouTube, and so if you're on YouTube, all the things down there at the bottom. And I'm going to get started. So this card, I'll leave that card out. I've made some changes. I'm going to step it up a little bit. This is just a card base with 3 strips of designer series paper, and then the die cuts, the linen thread for the bow. And so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be using the Delightful Wishes, although I'm only going to use the words out of this set. Just You All the Best is what I'm using. In fact, that is all. I am using the dies. I use the wishing die. And here's this piece, the base piece cut. And I just wanted to show you a quick tip. I already have it put together because I wanted to make sure I got it right. But when you're using this, cut this one first, and then put sticky paper on this piece of paper, and then you can line it up. Take this, leave it in the die. Leave the word in the die. Take the sticky sheet off or apply glue, and then lay it down over top of this, and then you can poke it out. I might show you that sometime when I can do a little bit longer video, or just show you that as a tip. That might be what I do, is just do a video just that, not really put a card together. So let's get started. Today I'm using 8.5 by 5.5 score 4 1/4, and this is basic white. So 8.5 by 5.5 score 4 1/4, and then this is my standard layer piece, 4 by 5 1/4. This one did not have that, but I'm putting that on this one just to give it a little extra dimension. And then these are strips of paper. They're 3.5 by 3/4. So 3.5 this way, 3/4 that way. You could go bigger if you wanted to. Like if your words were smaller, you could go 1 inch by 3.5, or you could put 4 on there if you wanted to. I will show you another card that I put together. Yeah. So now I'm going to tear these, and I kind of know where I want them to go. I know I want those 2 on top. I want this one on bottom. And we're going to do some tearing. And we're going to tear the left side on 2 and the right side on 1. And it doesn't, you could tear the same side if you want. And tear towards you. And you'll get that white core of the paper. So now I'm going to do this side. So tear towards you to get to expose the white core. You can't really see it a whole lot on this card because it is going on white. but the next card, you'll see it. And I'm turning this around to tear on my right side. I'm right-handed. And so that's the most natural way for me to do that. And then kind of eyeball where that's going to go. Now I told you I used the wishing stamp, and I kind of want that to go there. Maybe down a little bit. Yeah, I think it needs to go down a little bit. There. So I'll go down just a little bit. Then I'm just going to use my Stamp and Seal to place these down. And I'm going to put them down, but I'm not going to really, you know, they'll stick, but they're not going to, I'm not going to smush them to get them to really set right away. So if I need to move them around a little bit, I've got a little bit of wiggle room there to do some maneuvering of the paper if I need to. And then I'm going to bring in, I'm going to use Pecan Pie, I think. I'm just picking up colors out of the paper here. So this is Peach Pie, Basic White. And I'm going to use Pecan Pie. Maybe I should have used blue. I'm just going to kind of put that here. I feel a sneeze. I apologize in advance if I sneeze. Hopefully I don't. And I also apologize if you hear thunder. I thought I heard some thunder a few minutes before I came down. And so if you hear thunder, sorry about that. You know, Mother Nature does not cooperate with filming of my videos always. Usually not. So there, I'm going to put that there. And then I was thinking I'd bring in the Gallery Blooms dies and just put that right there just for a little extra. I think I like that. And I already have dimensionals on my wishing because they're tiny spaces. And what I did was I cut the dimensionals, and I'll show you when I go to take those off. One of the backs already came off, so it's trying to stick down now, which I hope it doesn't fully stick. Got glue where I didn't want glue. So just put that there. And then, so see, I just cut the mini dimensionals in half, except for that one right there, and that's still kind of tight. So just take all those off, and hopefully it's now sticky enough that it's going to actually stick. It's been trying to stick for a while now. And kind of get that there. No. There. And then I'm just going to glue this down using my snail again. And just put that right down. You could put this up on dimensionals. You could put the designer series paper on dimensionals. Can you see that that has dimensionals underneath the designer series paper? So I did that on there. I put the dimensionals on the paper, and then I was strategic with my glue on the foliage that I put on there. And there, I just trying to press that down. I messed up my G. Oh, goodness. There's the card. Let me put, I think I'm going to use these Lemon Lolly. Don't stick where I don't want you. I think I used Lemon Lolly. because that is in the paper. Just a couple of those right there. And there you have a quick card. Maybe I should have put those over, one there and one there or something. Oh well, it's down. So there's that card, and as I promised, I have another card, and this is a sneak peek. Oh, this designer series paper is the Floral Delight designer series paper. This next card, I have a sneak peek of some designer series paper that will be available starting on Tuesday in the online exclusives. Halloween theme. This is Spooky Sweet, and Spooky Sweet, it is part of a suite. And just to show you some of this paper, there's this sheet that has like scenes on it. I already have an idea for a card with this one. Candy is great, and then just the B-sides. There's the stamp set has some of these characters, or kind of similar characters, and I like the way that they're colored, but yeah, it's like they're just sketched in and penciled in. I like that. Can you see that? Can you see what I mean? You can see the line marks. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that. So there's a sneak peek at that paper, and I've got some others. I'll be doing some sneak peeks later in the week. So here's the card, and on this one, I went with 4 pieces, and I also embossed the layer piece. Like here, I did not emboss it. This one I did do. I embossed it with the exposed brick because I thought that was kind of Halloween-y, and I don't have a Happy Halloween that's, well, not, at least one that's not current, that is current. So I used from one of the ephemera packs, I can't remember which one, Greetings for All or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, Greetings for All Mix and Match. And yeah, so I put 4, and then I didn't put them straight. I also kind of made them crooked, because again, I just wanted to show something a little bit different too. And then these pieces are from that designer series paper pack. There's a sheet of die cuts. There's a tree in there. I should have pulled that out. But there's a tree in there that I wanted to put over here, but I think it was too big. I know it was too big, so I might do this again, or I'll use that tree at some point. But then I saw this potion, and I wanted the petunia pop, and I also wanted to make a card that is Halloween, but not black and orange, completely black and orange. So I went with the petunia pop for my base and Granny Apple Green for the layer piece, pulling the colors out of the paper. So there you have the card that I made on Saturday, and I shared it on Saturday. My card today, just doing the little extra step of adding the layer piece, and then different things over here, and then the embossing and 4 strips of paper instead of 3. There you go. Thank you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And yeah, I will be back next Tuesday. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.